So we're here at Harrop Engineering and we have a beautiful old school Falcon. Best thing I love about this car, she's all under the bonnet.
Yes, so definitely that was the request from the customer, had to be under bonnet, and that's why we've chosen the 8.2 deck kit from Harrop,
Yep. So you were saying just earlier off camera, this is a smaller cube engine?
Yes, 363 cubic inch, 8.2 deck hydraulic roller, so very mild street engine that's reliable where, you know, no one has to put a spanner to it and just drive it daily if they wanted to. Yeah.
But in reality, when these sorts of cars, they make so much torque, this is more than enough, I think, in any road car.
Well, look, I don't think on the road you could use nowhere near its full potential, no doubt. Yeah.
So you've had this on an engine dyno previously?
Yes, so originally the customer is from Byron Bay, and he said that they didn't have E85 where he was, right, in Byron Bay. So we decided to build it low compression and suit pump fuel. So this made 920 on the engine dyno.
Okay.
By memory, it was about 14 PSI boost, no timing. We left it real safe. And it peaked at 7,200 and the graph was just climbing. So the customer said, I want to make 800 on. So we sort of ticked all those boxes. We had pulleys ready for E85, so we can pull some E85 and increase the boost. And he said, look, I'll wait, you know, I've got no E85.
Yeah.
Then once we fitted it, he said his mate's got in his ear and said, mate, you got to race it and all the rest of it. So he said, let's fit one of our, you know, competition engines roll cages. It's a bolting cage that'll get you to 8.0. We'd done that and he said, oh, we might as well do E85 and all that.
Hey, I've never heard this story before. It always snowballs, doesn't it?
Yeah, so then okay. So luckily we had all the pulleys in the box and the belt and all that to do that.
Yep.
So we haven't run on E85. So today we're just gonna give it a tune and touch it up in the car, make sure fuel system, everything's up to scratch. On pump fuel.
Tell us a bit more about the engine, the makeup of what's inside that.
Okay, so like I said, very basic all-shelf parts. So it starts with off of a block Dart SHP. It has one of our big oil pans on it. It has wet sump, so, you know, conventional oil pump in the sump. One of our AFD hydraulic rollers, 242 at 50 with 600 valve lift. By memory, it has 9.0 to 1 compression, so flat nines or maybe 8.6. Has our tri-Y, so again, big torque, fits in the car, has a tri-Y extractor, 1.75 inch.
Doesn't look too hard to work on compared to some engine bays I see.
No, like definitely, you know, 8.2 deck will fit under the bonnet and you can work on it very easily, spark plugs and all the rest of it. Has an AFR alloy cylinder head, obviously the Harrop gear, has Isky lifters, so it's pretty much, has a Race Tech piston off the shelf, scat crank and conrod in a H-beam. It's pretty much a catalogue engine.
Yeah, this is the Harrop 2650 supercharger.
Yes.
And like we said, that's an 8.2, but they also offered a 9.2 and a 9.5.
Yes, they do. Yes, I've seen that, and definitely exciting, and hopefully we'll be able to offer them as a kit to our customers.
Yeah, and I like how you've got their sort of integrated 110 throttle. It's really neat, that throttle body setup. Saying
that, you're right, we actually dynoed this with a cable. Then when we put in the car, we said, oh, the cable's gonna look terrible. So then we sent the blower back to Harrop and they converted to fly-by-wire. It didn't cross our mind, and that's amazing. And we can do a lot of things with the fly-by-wire in, you know, torque management and all the rest of it.
Absolutely, yeah. And you've also got a Fuel Tech computer system.
100%. Fuel Tech Australia, Nathaniel, he always supports us and helps us, and he was there when we were dyning an engine dyno. I'm no expert, I dabble with it, but he's the expert. Yeah, it's controlled by Fuel Tech in every way, no doubt. Yep. So it has one of our in-house radiators. We produce this radiator at competition engines.
It's huge, mate.
Yeah, we do a kit now where you got your heat exchange, your water tank, we'll call it. So we are going to produce a kit. So if someone wanted to, build this himself, he can buy all the accessories.
Perfect.
We're just trying to simplify it for ourselves and the customer out there.
It's good for everyone.
It is. Has one of our in-house power glides, has a custom converter from Circle D, one of our chrome moly tail shafts, like I said, roll cage, has our dash mount, so we do our own plastic printing, so has one of our dash mounts for the Fuel Tech. Complete disc to disc 9-inch diff, 35 spline, so that's all our stuff, True Track and all the rest of it, and all the Calvert suspension front to back. It's, again, like I said, it's all stuff that's readily available. Anybody could build this as a do-it-yourself kit at home. No
Beautiful
doubt.
colour too.
It is, yeah. So this guy's a panel beater in Byron Bay. I forget the colour, you got me now. It's...
Is it the factory Ford colour?
It is a factory XY colour.
I much prefer this over the darker...
Yeah, track reds and stuff like that,
yeah.
I forget the colour. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I forget the colour. You know, weld wheels, wheelwood brakes, front and back. But start, drive. This is a driver.
This is the sort of car that's perfect to do like a drag and drive event.
Easy,
Isn't it? Yeah.
easy. This is, I don't even think you have to open the bonnet in this sort of deal. It's a hydraulic roller. You might, you know, check your oil and put some plugs in it, you know, maybe halfway through the week and off you go, you know.
Awesome. Well, let's get into it.
No worries.
Zoran, we've just been on the dyno, fine-tuning this setup. Now, she's made pretty good numbers on not much boost. It did run a bit less boost than what you guys had on the engine dyno.
Yes, so on the dyno, it produced about 14 PSI boost on pump fuel. So keep in mind, this is built for pump fuel.
Yeah.
The customer does not have E85 where it's from, right? And with the snorkel we made and the filter, it lost about a couple PSI boost. They made about 12. Still made a heap of power, so well over 700 at the back wheels, and the torque at 3,000 was like 700 odd foot-pounds of torque, which is insane, you know?
Yeah, I think that's the impressive part of these setups, that you know when you drive it, they just have torque everywhere instantly.
Yes, it's instant. It's just before you actually hit the floor, it's on maximum boost. Yeah, it's insane.
Now we did put a little E85 in it just to give it a tickle up, and it made a heap more torque.
Oh, 100%. As you can see here, it's made 780 foot-pounds, so it's nearly, I think, about 80 or 100 foot-pounds of torque more.
Yeah, we dropped the inlet just to muck around, just a bit of fine-tuning, but ultimately this car is set up to run pump fuel under the bonnet. I think it's a credit to you and everyone else involved in this build.
Oh, for sure. All the boys back at the shop, everyone, you know, from the engine shop to the speed shop, all the guys in the workshop, it's faultless, like you've seen. It's, you know, faultless. We've just driven it around the block sort of thing and brought it here, and it's blower stuff. I'm impressed. The Harrop stuff, the pulleys, the belts, it repeats like usually, you know, old school blowers, you know, your belts are flying off and that. This is well engineered, in my opinion. Definitely I'll use it again, yeah.
I like it. It's a very, very neat car, mate. I think you're gonna get a few phone calls for a few more of these.
Yeah, I'd like to do them. They're under bonnet, yeah, it's guys that aren't really deep into, you know, getting their hands dirty. This is it, yeah.
Perfect for me.
No doubt.
A great way you can support Fullboost is to purchase some of our merch. We've got many different styles on offer, so what are you waiting for? Grab one today at shop.fullboost.com.au.